Welcome back to MDL Crochet for our Tunisian stitch tutorials. This stitch is a very easy stitch to do. It works up fast, but it is a little bit of a time consumer. But that stitch is called the bamboo stitch. And if you look, you can actually see the pattern of a bamboo. You get the growth rings, you get the vertical and horizontal, you got it all. The stitch is very easy to do, and for this sample I did it in 20 stitches because the chain needs to be 3 plus 2s, and everything is worked the same except when you're getting ready to start pulling up 3 loops, you do a yarn over, and that's what you flip over to create these lines. But with all that said, let's get to it. Alright, so as I said, this is the bamboo stitch. It is worked up in a chain of 3 plus 2. I've already did my chain in a chain of 20. And what you're going to do next is you're going to do your foundation row. And as always with Tunisian, unless the pattern specifies, you work in the back bumps. And you pull up your loops in the back bumps, back chains. So how you do it is, this is chain 1. Or loop 1. You don't go count the loop that this is coming out of. You don't count the chain. You go to the very next chain, fold over, and you're going to see the loop right there. You're going to start pulling up your loops. Just go through it and then pull up a loop. And you're going to keep them on your hook. And you're going to do that all the way down to the end. Continuously just pulling up your loops. I'll meet you down at the end, and then we'll start the return pass. Alright, I'm pulling up the last loop now. And then what we're going to do too is we're going to make sure our count is still right. It does not hurt to keep counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we still have 20. Now to do a return pass, this is the standard return pass, is when you have your loop up on your last one, you're going to yarn over and you're going to chain 1. Then you're going to yarn over and then pull through 2. That process right there, you're going to repeat all the way down until you have just 1 loop left on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And continue that. Alright, I'm coming up in the last few right now. So this is where the pattern starts developing. Now you're going to need something, because you're going to need a little bit of help. You can either use your fingernails or you can use a small fine needle, but you're going to need something. So I'm bringing out this curved darning needle, and you will see why here in a minute. So your very first stitch, which is technically on your hook, so you're going to yarn over, make it a little loose. You'll see what we're doing. And you're going to pull up 3 simple stitches. That's 1, there goes 2, and there goes 3. And this is what you're going to do. You're either going to take your finger, and you can, if you have nails, you can grab it, and you're going to pull it all the way over those 3. That's that yarn over you did. If you don't have fingernails, then that's where you can use a darning needle to help move it, or you can use another crochet needle, or there's another trick. It's kind of hard to do on this end because you're fighting with this one. I'm going to show you that other trick now. So let's pull up another 3. 1, keeping your finger kind of there so that way it doesn't tighten up. 2 and 3. Now your other trick is to go ahead and just take your needle and bring your stitches and scoot this other one over. Be sure not to split your yarn. You can do it that way. We'll do it a few more times. So you'll go pull up 3. You're not skipping any spaces or anything. That yarn over is only, it's not going to do anything to your count, because you're using that yarn over for this pattern. You're actually creating the yarn over, and then after you pull up 3, you're disappearing the yarn over. So what you're going to do is keep your finger on that yarn over. Pull your needle back, but hooking those 3 that you just pulled up. And you're trying to get those 3 around that 1. And it can be done just like that. But we're going to try with help of the darning needle. And this is going to slow you down. But you create your yarn over, you'll just yarn over, and then make it loose, because you need it a little loose. And then pull up 3 simple stitches, 1, 2, and 3. And then you can take your darning needle or your other needle, place it right where you can grab it, and then just bring it all the way ahead. Or just take your finger, now that it's stretched away, and just wrap it around, just like that. It's not that hard, and that is it. That's all this is. It's just a 1 row repeat of this little section where you do a yarn over, and then you take that yarn over. If I can just grab the yarn over, you take the yarn over, and you just bring it ahead of those loops. Because right here is our yarn over, right there. And on the return pass, you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a moment. And the return pass is just a normal return pass too. So we have 3 left. Well, we're going to use those 3. And you pull up your simple stitches. And then you can just you can pinch it and turn your needle into it. Or you can just, if you can grab it, or use a tool. And then when you're at the end, it is your normal row closure. So you'll just fold your needle down to the row you just closed off. Fold your work onto your needle, and you're going to go right where you need to go. Yarn over, pull up a loop. And for the return pass, it is a normal return pass. So you'll chain 1, and then you're going to yarn over, and you're only pulling through 2 like normal. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So if you didn't do that, it would actually mess up your count. And just keep yarning over and pulling through 2 until you only have that 1 loop left on your hook. Alright, pulling through the last loop now. And it does look a little odd because you have those bars. And those bars is what gives it the bamboo effect. So again, same, just a 1 row repeat. Loose a yarn over and keep it a little loose. 3 simple stitches, 1, 2, 3. Take your yarn over and just pull it over. And then again, a yarn over, keep it a little loose, pull up 3 simple stitches, 1, 2, and 3. Take your yarn over and flip it over. That is all there is to this pattern. You could do this, instead of doing it as simple stitch, you could do it as knit stitch, and it comes out just the same. It looks the same. It creates more of the knit stitch look versus the simple stitch look, but I like the simple stitch because it looks like bars. It really looks like more like bamboo with the simple stitch versus with the knit stitch. When you start a new one, just yarn over, keep it a little slack, and then pull up your 3 simple stitches. 3 simple stitches, 1, 2, and 3, and then just grab it and fold it over. That's all there is to it. Again, a little slack, yarn over, and then pull up 3 simple stitches, 1, 2, and 3. Grab your yarn over and just bring it over all 3 of those. And then your normal row closure, pull up your loop and a standard return pass. So chain 1, yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2 all the way down to the end. Alright, I'm pulling through the last few stitches right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and work up a few more rows so you can actually see the full bamboo look and show you how to close it off as well. Alright, I'll be back in just a moment. The close off for this is going to be the simple stitch slip stitch, and that is all it is. You just pull up a simple stitch and then just slip it off, so that way you can keep in one loop on your hook, and that's all you're doing. So I'm just about to the end. Pulling up the last few now, then doing my end. Cut and tighten it down, and that is the bamboo stitch. That is the bamboo stitch. Very simple. Like and subscribe to these videos would be greatly appreciated. And with all that being said, folks, keep stitching.